All right, students, welcome to week 1 of Music Appreciation Online for summer of 2026. It looks like a lot of you have had a chance to get started and get things going on in this class, so that's really good. We don't officially start until Monday, June 1st, and some of you have taken the initiative to go ahead and get going. I just want to give you a little bit of information as we get started today. For what to do this week and catch up on anything you may have missed. So if you have not already done so, click on this what to do on day 1 or what do I do on day 1 thing. Read through that and that'll give you kind of the same information that I'm giving you right here at the beginning, but just double check and make sure that you're good with all of that. The next thing that you will have to do is this Orientation to Blackboard Ultra. Okay, you have to complete this before you can get into the class. Now, if you've already done one of these orientations for another class, then you can just skip all the way down to the bottom and take the test. Once you do that, it's a 1-question test. It just says that you've done everything and you acknowledge all the stuff. Just say yes, and you'll be good to go. You'll be able to access everything else. Okay, so but if you're logging in and you're not able to access the course instruction information or the online classroom, it just says can't access or whatever, it's because you haven't done that orientation to Blackboard yet. So make sure you do that. Okay. If you have not already watched it, go through and watch this course introduction video. This is what I emailed out earlier this week. So it'll help you get through everything that you need to know for the class. Gives you an introduction to me. I think in the introduction I do say spring 2026 because I actually filmed the introduction to that last year, but the rest of it is up to date for this semester. Now, let's get specifically into this week because that's what this video is for. So you'll find all of our weekly stuff here in the online classroom. So we just need to go under week 1 for now, which covers from June 1st through the 7th. And as you see, each of these folders just has a list of tasks that you need to do, things that you need to complete. So the first thing you should always do in this class is check the instructions for the week. This will have exactly what is due this week, when the due dates are. It'll usually have a link directly to the chapter of the textbook that we're covering this week, and all of that good stuff. And sometimes the videos will be embedded. These videos will be actually embedded in the week 1 instructions, so you'll be able to find them there. So if there's not a video linked in the folder directly, check under the instructions and you'll usually find the folder there. Okay. So for this week, everything is due on Monday the 8th. Almost everything for this class will be due on a Monday at 8 a.m. So you can kind of plan out how you're going to work for this class and get all your stuff done. And this class is pretty basic. Pretty much every week you've got an assignment and a discussion board due. For this week you also have this syllabus and course basics assignment. This is kind of the intro to class assignment. It's only 15 questions, multiple choice, but it goes over all the information that's in the syllabus, including some important due dates and things like that, just to make sure that you know what you're getting into as you get started for this class. And I'm going to go ahead and open that up to show you exactly how to complete it. So we're going to click on Start Attempt 1, and it's going to pull up this multiple choice quiz. It's really an assignment. I mean, you can use your syllabus or whatever you need to find all this information. So basic stuff like what's my email address, where's my office, what is our course number, all of this stuff, where does the course meet, all of that good stuff. Is there a final exam? Yes, there is a final exam, so make sure you know that. Some of the percentage points for different assignments, when things are due, how much you can, how late you can turn things in and still get full credit or partial credit. All that stuff is found in the syllabus. And then, of course, the last question here, which is very important, have you read the entire syllabus and do you understand each section? If you hit yes on that, then that means that you acknowledge that you have done everything that you're supposed to do and you know what you have to do for this class. Okay, so, if you ask me questions later, you should be able to reference back to the syllabus and find a lot of this information. Okay, once you click submit, you will be able to go back and look at your results. And if you need to change your answers, you can take it multiple times to make sure that you get the grade that you want. So the same basic idea for this assignment 1. It's just a multiple choice assignment that has to do with chapter 1. 25 question assignment. Some of them are true false, some of them are multiple choice, all that good stuff. You'll just go through all of these and answer all of the questions and then hit submit. And again, it'll show you all of the correct answers whenever you submit it. So, go in and check and see what you got wrong and then redo it. There's no reason why you shouldn't get full credit on all of these assignments. This is kind of an easy way to bump your grade a little bit. Okay. It's always frustrating at the end of the semester when I have students ask me about extra credit, and I go back and look and they didn't optimize getting all of their points for these assignments. So make sure that you're doing that. That's usually going to be the first thing that I check. Number one, it'll be, did you turn things in? Number two, it will be, did you go back and redo your multiple choice assignments to get full credit, so that you can get all the points that you need. Now, that's the biggest thing you can do to pad your grade a little bit. And then your discussion board for this week, which is answering the question, what is music? Looks like we've already got a response from Brooklyn here. As a reminder, your first due date for this is the 4th, which is Thursday. So by Thursday, you need to have submitted your initial response like Brooklyn did here. And then by Monday, the 8th, you need to submit 2 student replies. So you would go in and reply to another student. And your replies do need to be good, thoughtful replies. They need to be, not just great job. It needs to be, I agree with what you said about this, or I disagree with this, or have you thought about, this is actually a course discussion. This is where we would in class be actually talking about this stuff. So I do want you to actually use these discussion boards. And as a reminder, do not use AI to generate your responses to this. You will get a 0 and you will be marked for academic dishonesty, which is not something you want on your record. So please make sure that you are being truthful and honest in these discussion boards, especially. This is really the only thing that you can use AI for in this class. Everything else is multiple choice assignments. And it's really obvious to me on the discussion boards whenever somebody has used AI to answer it. So don't. Please, you can use AI to help you formulate your thoughts, but what you are putting out there is I want it to be your original thoughts. Please don't just copy and paste it from ChatGPT or Gemini or something. Okay, that's all you got for this week. On Friday, the 5th, the week 2 will go ahead and open. It says content not available right now, and if you hover over it, it says you'll be able to access it after the 5th. So every week on Friday, the next week's stuff will come available, except for week 4. For some reason, I don't have that set. I'm actually going to fix that right now. So every Friday, you'll get a new week that'll be available to you to start working through. Okay. If you have any questions, email me through your school account if you're going to email me, or you can just go up here to the messages and send me a message. You should already have a message for me from the other day, which has some good links and information in it. And if you ever need to send a message to me, just hit new message. And then you can type my name in there, click on my name, and it will get you there. Don't click all instructors because there's extra people, some admin people that can view this class, and they don't need to get the messages. Just click on my name and send me the message that way. Okay? All right. I think that's all I got for you for this week. Please let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will chat with you again in about a week. Take care.